Hello everyone, welcome to Caroline's Craftery. Today I'm showing you something that I made at the recent retreat I was on, and it is involving pressed flowers and this here die. Now I'm not sure where I got this from. I've had it for a couple years, and yeah, it's just meant to be folded in half. So it produces something like this, which you fold in half, so then you have the center. The only part I don't like is it creates these cuts. Now I don't know why those are there. I'm thinking maybe it's supposed to be like a little picture thing where you would slide something in, but we're going to change that up. So I also have a die cut that cuts out this top of a clipboard, I guess you would say. So I cut that out in like a gold metallic paper. Now because I did this at the retreat, I mass made some. I have some dried flowers here. Now I got these ones here. These came from like Temu or something like that. I wanted to see what their pressed flowers were like. They're okay. They're not bad, but they're definitely not as nice as other ones. The ones I am using today, I buy them on Etsy from Perfect Pressed Floral. Whoops. I've got a few different kinds, and they are beautiful and well worth the money. They're packaged nice. She's just really nice to deal with. I bought from her a few times. So these here little pansies happen to be a little freebie she sent me one time. So actually, let's not take them out quite yet. Getting ahead of myself. So I've got the die cut. I'm going to ink this middle part. Now you can use any color of paper. You could even cut these out by hand. I don't see why not. Just cut out a rectangle, cut a circle. Maybe you've got just a circle die that would fit in there. Just a regular, ordinary office hole punch would do that. You don't really need this little notches in there. It'd be fine straight. So, okay, so that is kind of ready. I've got it folded because I want it folded. Now I use this as kind of a template on where to place my things. These butterflies was something that I got at the retreat. I won a door prize, and these were in on that. So I am using a little piece of this Mac Tack that I got. It's actually not Mac Tack. It's for your frosted. It's a frosted grid sticky thing that you would put, say, on your bathroom window or something that you wanted a little bit of privacy on. I got a big roll of it from the thrift store a long time ago. So it was nice to use some of it up. So I'm going to try to peel it away. When you're not on camera, it's really easy. And when you're on camera, it doesn't want to come apart. It's usually not too bad though. Because it's older, some parts are not as sticky, so it kind of lifts. See if I can. We interrupt the scheduling program. There we go, we got it. Okay. Now this I'm going to put, I'm just going to set it on top of there. Kind of on top of that circle. But the sticky side is up. Because I want to stick stuff to this. Now you could use a piece of tape, a wide piece of packing tape for this. Okay, now we got the butterfly. Now the butterfly I want to make sure I put upside down. Because the bottom side of this is going to be the right side. And I'm just going to put that down on top there. I'm putting the butterfly first because whatever you put on first is going to be on the top of your actual project, if that makes sense. So there's one of these beautiful pansies. Look at it. They're just perfect. Okay. I'm going to take that, and of course I want the right side down, and that's why I put the circle. I'm going to be able to tell what's going to show through on there. So I'm just going to put that down there. Now on some of the ones that I made, I did a variety of things. Now, this is where it gets tricky because I got to cut a bunch of this off. So what I was doing was I was lining up where I wanted it and then picking one of the lines on the side. I would trim it off. Now there's plenty of other ways to do this. Oh, actually, you know, that's not. Let's try something different. Let's cut some of this off the top. Now, if we put this, because I do want my flower where it should be. If we just did this, now we can glue that down. And this doesn't stick like super duper good or anything like that, so that's good. Now I'm just going to lift this up. Trim that off there, that works good. Turn that off. There. Now we can just push that down. I wouldn't trust this MacTac stuff to actually stay on there. So now, it might not be the best choice of flowers given the background, but I think you can see it. I can see it pretty good, but with this privacy sticky stuff, that's the thing. When you hold it some ways, you can't really see it, but other ways you can see it as plain as day. So that's always, I think that a little extra bonus for that. Use MacTac, acetate, anything plasticky, I guess, or nothing. You wouldn't even have to put nothing, but something over top of it will protect the flower. Okay, so now I'm just going to put glue all on this side. Oops, I should have actually put it on that side. Hopefully, oh good, I don't have no glue. Yes, put it on, put your glue on the whole side. Press that down good. Now, when I first did these, because of where they made that cut there, it kind of made a weak point. That's why I originally added one of these, but then it also makes it look really cool. So I am going to, actually, let's go ahead and let's ink this around. Now at the craft sale, I'm actually going to take these as well, because really, we can use anything for a bookmark, can't we? I think I already inked that. And now I'm just going to put ink on both sides of this because it's going to be on both sides of this thing. pressed flower slide. Something like that, I'll call it. Now I'm going to cover up this big hole, but I want to overlap this where that cut is. And that kind of just gives it a little bit of stability. And the same with on the back. And now I'm just going to press that all down. Okay, now let's add a stamp to this, because I think just a little stamp with, how about item number 1? I think that stamp set I bought a few years ago at the retreat. Okay, so I'm just using potting soil archival ink, and this is just going to go on the bottom off to one side, and let's add something to the back. Let's just add this big number here. You could add a word or like a word cutout, anything like that. Just put this relatively in the middle on the back. There, there. Now I've got this string. It is a garden twine with cutter. Well, it wasn't any cutter, but well, I guess maybe that's the cutter. But I'm just going to take a piece of that. Doesn't have to be long. I think this was one of those things I found at the Lions or at a thrift store. I wouldn't actually go and buy something like that. Just going to put that through this hole. And I'm just going to loop this. Just loop the ends. I don't want to pull too hard because I don't want it to come off or anything. And I'm going to cut these at actually different lengths, because I just find it gives it a little more character, but you don't have to. So there we have a pressed flower photo slide. Now, as you know, I like to mask make, so here we go. Actually, these ones are all tied in a bow. Well, imagine that. So now that one's going to be different. But I got a variety of colors, variety of flowers. Now this here one here was my prototype that I took to the retreat to do. It's got a couple different kinds, but this one also has just a plain MacTac type stuff. And yeah, and then I started changing it up as I started digging stuff out. But a variety of colors, a variety of flowers, butterflies. You also see that that one does not have butterfly, because when I did this, I didn't have those butterflies yet. But I do tend to like the ones that are on a paler background, because the flowers and stuff show up a little better. But they're all, I love them all. Some just have just a plain flower. And then some, I love these little forget-me-nots. But just a variety. These were like a little bit thicker, so the sticky stuff is kind of, like you can feel it, but that's okay. But just a wide variety of colors. Like this one here too, like the flower does not show up great because it's too close to the color. But if you're looking at it in person, you can see the flower. The butterfly stands out a lot more in there. Different colors of tops on them. I tried to go with something shiny because I wanted that part to actually look like metal. But they turned out great. I absolutely love them. And a lot of these things that I show you that I've mass made, if you would like to purchase some, but sorry, you have to live in Canada these days, but message me and I can sell you a few of them. Love this purple butterfly with the purple pansy. The butterfly stands out way more than the pansy does, but that's okay. But I hope you like these. I really like them. And I was able to modify these at the retreat just by adding the butterfly because I didn't have the butterflies when I was packing up the stuff to do these. But love them. Hope you like them. Hopefully you will give them a try. Like I say, the actual background would be easy to cut out, just long strip with a circle in it. Maybe you got a punch, a die that would cut a nice circle. And as for the top piece, oh, maybe you got real little clips you could put on the top there, which would actually work out really, really nice. I don't have any smaller ones. Or just, a whale tail punch or any kind of tab would work good for on the top there. Like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Check out the links below. I appreciate you being here, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.